welcome to the show. How are you this morning?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gonna cue up the weather?
Yeah, it's already there.
You saw it? Ready to go? All right, well, without
Yes,
further
it is.
ado.
Now. There you go. Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
and
guys.
Welcome to the show. It's sometimes you can say things and
That's okay. You didn't miss anything. Let's just move on. You know who else I think? I think Schmidt is in San Diego, or at least he posted a picture from SeaWorld.
He is?
Yeah.
So, everybody's having fun, huh?
Well, after last week, everyone needs some time off.
Yeah.
46 and waiting on Mr. Sun. That's so funny you say that because that's what Grayson calls it.
Mr. Sun.
So go, oh, Mr. Sun, Mr.
That's
Sun.
pretty cool. That's pretty good.
Haley glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, put on his little sunglasses, and it's just so adorable. Good morning. What's up? How are you?
Good morning.
All right. Sound is gone after I do. Yep. So it's back. Yep.
And it's back. And it's gone.
Good morning, fellas. Happy Friday. Let's just hope it is a happy Friday. I mean, at this point, I'll settle for a mediocre Friday. I got to be honest with you.
Sip.
But good morning from Alabama. 38 and clear in Pacific Northwest. Woo, woo, woo. I'll be up in the snow this time next week. We won't be doing a Friday news show. I apologize. I will be in Canada.
Oh, that would be when you get there?
Thursday.
You know, it would be great if you do this with Ben.
I'll talk to him. I mean, it'd probably have to be earlier than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
50 in Tennessee. You never know. It would be fun to do with Ben, though. Good morning. 57, but going to head up to 70. So those are the temperature swings we just don't get. You ever notice that? Like, it'll never be like 50 in the morning and 80 in the afternoon.
I mean, we're close. It's 60.
Yeah, but it wasn't anywhere near
and
that.
And then it's going to be 80 later.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Just sip the coffee.
I do.
Sunny and clear and a whopping 72.
Perfect.
Oh, see, that's not what I'm
Omaha.
Top down weather in Maryland. Hey, you know what? It was top down weather in Florida.
Yeah.
However, I drove Haley's car. Mr. Spears, what's checking in? 45 and cloudy. Bring your jacket next week. And this is okay. So this is one of the problems that we often have when we travel like this because we have to.
Okay.
So, for example, I have the sexiest Ground Zero jacket. You got one.
Yes,
we both have
yes,
them. And it's, oh my God, it's so nice.
Yeah.
The problem is, and I want to bring it, but I'm going to be in the booth for automobility, which has nothing to do with them. So it's like, so
what you need to do?
I was going to put tape over it. I was seriously going to just put blue tape over and write my name.
No, so this is, one of those stickers. It's like 5-star sticker that you just put on.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, but that we, it's like the Morel hoodie. Love the Morel hoodie. And it's like, the guy wearing ours out. Yeah.
You know what? Just because.
Oh, it is St. Patrick's Day. Let's give a big shout out to Mom.
St. Patrick's Day.
Because today's Mom's birthday. So 40 in
birthday,
Detroit,
Mom.
rainy in Tennessee. Haley got home last night. I'll be posting the pictures later today of the clean wire screw job she got on her.
Did you grab the ruler?
I haven't done anything yet. I didn't.
That's a picture.
She got home last night and
that's a picture.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. here right now. Exactly.
Yeah.
She got home last night and
69 degrees in my office. That was great.
It was. I got home with 5 minutes to spare before the High Five Vegas show. because I was on the phone with Canada Steve.
Yeah. Wow, you talking that long? Oh my God, you guys are killing it.
We're buddies. Anyways, plus when he thinks of something, he literally types himself a note, which is like the most responsible thing I've ever seen.
Hang on.
Oh no, he does. He literally
20 minutes later. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, and it's fine. I should do that because I often forget stuff.
Hey Siri, can you record?
It's actually okay. So she got home last night and did the 2 shows. Sue got home, and so like I don't know, it's 10:30 or I don't know when the show ends.
Sure.
But needless to say, everyone wanted to chat it up and talk about their day. So it was like 12:30. I finally got a shower, and then they went to bed, and I started trying to prep for the show and all that at about 1 o'clock. But she's happy. She's home. She got a shower. She's in really good spirits. Not too much pain, but she's still on pain meds. So, yeah.
On the first news that I'm gonna say, this is my news. All right. I post all the pictures of the Clean Wire challenge of Master Tech Expo. Go to the Clean Wire Club on Facebook and vote. It's a poll in there. Type 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you like.
Now the pictures are on one post, and then the poll is the second post because obviously you can't post the 2 together for some stupid reason.
They don't let you.
So go to the post, and there's little numbers. There's little numbers next to
the panel.
Miss them. Our friend made us
TJ made a
car. Made us our cool little numbers really quick. Great job, guys.
There you go. So don't forget.
And it was let's be honest, Doug and Tommy were the ones that came up with the idea to post them on the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club. It had nothing to do with us. So good job, Tommy.
Killing it.
So, anyways, we got news. We got news.
Really?
Yeah. And the news is brought to you by the fine folks at CE Outlook. So if you want to know more about these, make sure to read the links in the comments and/or head over to CE Outlook. There is more news on the page, but it isn't always something that we want to talk about. So sometimes we skip stories if they're not really. Yeah. Anyways, if you'd like to know more, head over to CE Outlook or click on the link in the description. Let's carry on, shall we?
Let's go.
All right. So we talked about this
all the time.
A while back. This is the 12 volt news amplifier standard. I think we talked about this right around the time that we started this channel. Okay. I mean, it was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
Anyways, so really what this is a new compliance for peak power or like the last test we do on the dyno.
Yeah.
And there's a certain amount of time associated with it. And then this will allow you to get whatever the maximum amount of power the amplifier is going to put out.
Dynamic power.
Yes, thank you. So now the dynamic power rating, if this is on the box, will reflect a more accurate power rating. Whereas in the past, it was just like, hey, it's 1,200 watts. Wow. So it goes from a 300 watt to a 1,200 watt amp. That's pretty amazing. We all know now at this point that that's ridiculous. Now, the funny thing is the amp dyno, of course, doesn't actually test for that long. So it'd be neat if Diamore could do like an update to have it test longer. So maybe he'll do something like that. I doubt it because he's constantly busy and doesn't seem like that. But anyways.
He has plenty of time.
He has plenty of time on his hands. But anyway, so the idea behind this is that it will kind of clean things up. However, the one thing to keep in mind is that the amplifier manufacturer has to submit their amplifiers to an independent reviewer that is certified to do this test in order to put this logo on the box. The idea is that it's so stupid. They're hoping that consumers will adopt this and be, look, do you have this brand X amplifier doesn't have this logo on the box, therefore I must not buy it. So we all know no one's going to care, but for those that do care, it could be important.
Yeah, the logo is going to be there if you care.
And the first company to have this new certification is Dual. Dual with their
Jensen.
The Jensen line of amplifiers. So Jensen actually, it's all one big company. The new Jensen amplifiers that are coming out will be the first amplifier with the certification on it. Now, here's the funny part, okay?
The whole thing?
Alpine, yeah. So Alpine is following suit along with everyone else. So here's where this gets funny because like the first amp to come out was a 2-channel.
Yep.
It's like a 300 by 2 or something
300,
like that.
yeah, 300 watts. Yeah.
And I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, I bet you in any other world, this would have been a 500 watt amplifier. You know what I mean? But because,
to be honest, I feel that was the idea to hit 500, and they only get 300. So it's like, let's just release the 300.
Yeah,
that's what they did.
For sure, definitely have no idea. But
no, I have no idea.
That amplifier was probably going to be a 500, and now it's a 300.
Mm-hmm.
So if this classification holds true, then yes, we might get some more honesty in our amplifier product. There again, it's independent, so you have to pay someone to do this, which we all know that I'm pretty sure a lot of the internet brands and stuff like that are not going to be doing this, and they're just going to continue to publish their BS numbers. And if it'll do it for a second,
it must be good.
Must be good.
Right.
I think it's 15 seconds it has to do it for.
It has to be 15 seconds. Yes.
Yeah. Could you imagine doing some of the tests that we do on these amplifiers for 15 seconds?
Now you thinking like 15 seconds is like, oh, it's nothing.
Dude, could you imagine trying to do a dynamic burst test on some of these amplifiers? Yeah. The power you will need to keep this amplifier at 14.4 for 15 seconds. Guys, you'd laugh how hard it is to get these things to pass a dynamic burst mode now. 15 seconds? Oh my God, that would be insanity. What's up, Marty?
Marty.
Yep. Anyways, so Dual being the first, followed by several others that will progress throughout the year. Alpine was named in this, so I'm pretty sure a lot of the Japanese amplifiers will be out there. So anyone that's CSA 2006 certified right now, more than likely will jump on the bandwagon and complete this. So if they're not CEA 2006 rated currently, chances are good. It's not like they're going to adopt this.
It's a fake amplifier, guys. Don't buy it.
It's fake news. Don't believe it.
Yeah.
Our stuff is amazing. We'll pass any test you put in front of us. Anyways, moving on.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Hey guys, this happened. So, they hinted about this not too long ago, and apparently it was a thing. So we have this. So DS18 ships first CarPlay decks.
Yes.
Does it say anything about Android Auto?
It's it's Apple CarPlay, Android Auto.
It's just weird that clearly CarPlay is the winner in this article. But they make 3 new players: a 6.5, a 7. And then, of course, the big 10.5 inch, which I'm assuming this is the 10.5 inch. Now, these radios are okay. They're cheap. It's the only way to put it. I mean, we're looking at very affordable radios here. So if you're in the mood for something that's extremely cost conscious, then guess what? DS18 is going to be there for you. Really, I got nothing else. Moving on. You got anything?
I have a lot to say, but I don't think it's good. I don't know.
It comes with a remote. All right. Changing tracks a little bit, but not really. RVD, that's rvdfl.com, enters Tesla radio style market. Now, here's the problem with this, is that the reality is he is, but no, he isn't. Because he's only right now there's very few radios that he's making, and they're very specialized radios. Like, for example, this is what car is that? My brain just took a crap. The Pitchfork car.
Yeah, that. I was trying to find it.
Oh man, totally hit a roadblock there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Hang on. Bentley?
No.
Maserati?
Thank you. I don't know why that word just disappeared from my head. Anyways, so first rated to be released is a Maserati. Thank you, Marty. You would know. Dude, I totally just blanked out right there. That was the weirdest thing. Anyways, so we have Maserati, Bentley, and Infiniti, which was kind of weird. You know? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not your typical F-150 Honda stuff like the Hyundai or anything like that. So these are very specific based radios, very specific cars. He's trying to keep it in the high-end vehicle replacement, kind of like where the RVD pieces are in the begin with. I mean, he does make stuff for Ford, stuff like that, but a lot of the devices he has for adding CarPlay into cars are for the more exotic cars that don't have these things, and it's very hard to replace the radio.
Yeah.
So if you're interested or you drive one of these, you know, if you have your Bentley in the garage and you're like, damn it, I really wish it had a big touchscreen in the dash, you know, this might be the thing. If they work, that's really what matters. So typically in the past, you know, these T-style radios have just been very unreliable and not sounding good. So if we can get one that actually is reliable and sound good, miracles will never cease at that point. But
yeah, for sure.
Hey, there again, check it out. Moving on to stuff you might actually be interested in, as I like to call new product news.
Oh, yeah.
Lock Pro Advanced LPH harnesses. All right, so you guys always ask about, hey, where'd you get that T-harness? Is there a T-harness available for my car? Blah, blah, blah. All those fun little questions that we get. Well, AMP has released 2 new in their actually ever-expanding line of T-harnesses. They released the new Volkswagen T-harness, which I was kind of surprised that it took them this long to do that one, because that's like the most common German harness there is, and the new Tesla T-harness for integrating into the factory stereo. Now, the reason why you're like, oh, those 2 cars might not be, but LPH is what you need to know. So when you go to pack-audio.com and you go to the search tab at the top, if you type in LPH, it will actually bring up all the harnesses that they make in this category. So that makes things really nice. And let me go over here to 2. And so like, here's this. And as you can see, they have these, they come pre-wired for all kinds. It's not just a T harness for the speakers. If there's data wires, they include those. They power accessory and ground if it has capabilities. So they provide you with a lot of outputs. Now at current, this is before they bought, and they have an extension harness, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Now, these were originally designed before they bought audio control, so they changed the harnesses to just give you a standard speaker wire output. Originally, they were designed to plug into their pack modules, but their pack modules will eventually be going away because there's really no reason to have both audio control and those. But until audio control comes out with the new LC5i Pro and then the LC, I don't know if there's going to be there's going to be an LC7 Pro, which they debuted at
SEMA.
I think they had them at MasterTech. So those products will be coming out shortly and replacing some of the Pack Pro parts. But if you click on Shop Now, you'll automatically go over to pack-audio.com, and if you type in LPH, it starts to bring up all the LPH harnesses. So you can go through it and find your harness to see if they have it. As you can see, they have quite a few LPH harnesses available now, and it's an ever-expanding category for them. They don't want to release too many too quick.
No,
we don't want to just come out with a whole bunch of them, because then it'll be like, oh my gosh, we have so many so fast. We don't want to do that.
No, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
It's just like, no, that's crazy.
Yeah. Ooh, weird. Anyways, so moving on.
Good morning, Haifa Vega.
All right. So 12 volt reacts to Tesla's 48 volt plans. Reading the article, there was only one person in there, honestly, and that kind of has like reality.
Reality?
Well, yeah, because, you know, the thing is like the solution. This isn't a golf cart. Okay. So when you buy a 48 volt golf cart, you buy a step down converter, not transformer converter, and boom, there you go. You have 12 volts. Pete, friend out there, was like, you know, hey, the reality is that's probably not going to work because it's Tesla. Tesla makes everything difficult. So you're not going to be able to buy some generic device to step down the power. The reality is that. I mean, that should have been a given as soon as Tesla announced something. I mean, you have a hard enough time just interfacing with a 12-volt system, let alone a 48-volt system. So the reality is, this is one of those things that Tesla will probably do it. However, yes. Yeah. This is really what it comes down to. We've been worried about this for years. We have. They talked about this in the late 90s. They talked about this in the middle of 2000s. Here we are in 2023, and they're back at it again. It might finally come out. The reason why this is interesting is because, do you know why we haven't adopted this standard yet?
Why?
Because light bulbs are what voltage?
110.
12 volts.
Okay.
It's a car, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just
DC light bulbs.
I was
not
just
AC
thinking
light
like
bulbs.
220, 221.
Yeah, no, these are DC light bulbs are 12 volts. We have some 24-volt ones.
Okay.
Seat motors are 12 volts. Mirror motors are 12 volts. So a lot of the accessories in the car that the car manufacturers actually don't make, they buy, are 12 volts. So now you have to get a manufacturer, and or you yourself have to build a step-down transformer into the car to step down to go to these accessories. So, it'll be interesting to see what it does. The real problem is,
they're gonna create their own module that is gonna.
Well, and see, this brings up an interesting point too. Somebody talked about people hurt themselves at 48 volts, and that's a possibility. Which means right away they're gonna make a closed system that, kind of like the Tesla batteries now, is that you can't get to the batteries. The batteries are these like, and they, it's like any. Because the batteries are
it's going to be
powerful.
Complicated for sure.
So could this be the real kick in the ass? Yeah, it could suck. It could definitely suck. And this might mean that manufacturers actually have to invest in new technology as opposed to relying on something that has been around, I don't know, since cars.
Okay, but what will be the benefit to go from 12 to 48?
Smaller wire.
Okay.
It's more efficient, smaller wire. So you have 12-volt wire for start and all that stuff. Big wire, got to pass a lot of amperage. Okay, when your voltage goes up, your amperage draw goes down, which means you have smaller wires in the car. Copper is expensive. Okay, so if you could just make the car more voltage higher, then you could make the wires smaller. So you could conceivably make a 1,000-watt, DC 48-volt amplifier. And
I just don't
be tiny.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe in like 20 years. But
like I said, they've been talking about this forever.
Right now, they're trying to get just a regular electric cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah,
and now switch it
but this is the arrogance of this company and the owner of the company. I mean, and don't get me wrong.
He can do whatever he wants.
I'm perfectly fine with him doing this because it's going to take someone to do this to push the industry forward. Okay, so change isn't always a bad thing.
No,
it's the interim between when change happens and finding out a solution. So that's the bad time. That's like, oh crap, what do we do? And that's when people just throw crap at the wall. But what we're going to need to see is manufacturers start actually having to help. The biggest complaint I've had is that, like, when you look at the current electric car scenario, we know that probably, I don't know if JL does, but we know the other big two have these cars in their parking lots, and they're really not doing anything to educate and or figure out will their equipment work in these cars. Will they make solutions for these cars? They're not. And that has been, every time I talk to one of these people, I'm like, what are you guys doing to help us? Nothing. Okay, so now if their hand is forced, they're going to make excuses, but the reality is if we can't sell their products, we won't. And the companies that come out with them. And then you look at the smaller companies, the internet companies that don't do shit other than put stuff in a box and ship it out. They're going to fall by the wayside, and or they're going to have to hope that their Chinese suppliers are making
doing
stuff.
Something. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, yes, you're probably looking at the next 20 years. This is going to unfold. But I mean, there again, it was 20 years when they started talking about this.
So we're 40 years.
It could be 40. Yeah, exactly. Right. So we were talking about it for 20 years. Now we're actually to the point where it's like it might actually happen but until there's a car rolling on the street 48 volts, it's still like a unicorn, and we'll see what happens. So we'll just tuck in and see what goes on there.
Subscription car audio. Okay.
So is everyone else feeling the squeeze of like, holy crap, am I just going to get $10 and $20 to death? I mean, like, when did that become a thing? I get it. It's like, okay, yeah, I still like 6 volts.
I mean,
well, cars used to be 6 volts. Actually, one of the, that's a whole nother story. We ain't got that kind of time. All right, so let's look at this for a minute. We have our Netflix, our Hulu, our gym membership, whatever. Like, I've got 6 web services I pay for, this one included, just to host the show and the Smash 4 side of things. Got your cell phone. It's like, before, long time ago, you had your power bill, you had a car payment, you had insurance payment, you had rent or house payment, you had utilities, and maybe health insurance, but you still have them. What I'm saying, that was it. It was like we were able to, like, you could put your bills in a simple spreadsheet, and it was like, because this one was 500, this one was 600, but now it's like you have all those, then you have this smaller section of tens and 20s every month that are just going out. And the problem is, and this is what I love, is that it's $7 or it's $8. It's like it's the price of a coffee. It's like, okay, yeah. So,
and it's a month, so it's
fine. But exactly. But then you look at the end of the month and you have $300 in subscriptions. Yeah. And it's like, holy crap. So, but it's been a great way for these companies to keep money, because
now it's everything subscription. Like,
right.
Hey, look at this. You can be SIP club.
You can be part of the SIP club, bro.
You just gotta go in the subscription.
Yeah. So car manufacturers are looking at this like everyone else, and they're going, dang, how can we become part of this? Now, there's some of this already exists right now. I think BMW, you have a subscription for the seat heaters. Mm-hmm. You have to pay a subscription for the seat heaters. I don't understand this. Okay, I get it. The price of cars are getting more expensive, so
on top of that, they're just gonna add more. Yeah, for sure.
God, it's like, why? We aren't cell phones, man. They're cars. I feel the subscription cost in a car is putting gas in it. Really, it's at the end of the day, buy a gas company. That's stop.
Everything goes up except paychecks.
Well, so here's the funny part, though. You look at it and you go, okay, so like there has to be a workaround. So that means, because immediately they're thinking, no, we got to make this so the amount of computer technology that they're going to have to put in this, we just can't build a workaround. Like when you think about like seat heaters, how is that something you have to pay for, that the car gets activated to turn that on? Mm-hmm. It's like, you trying to tell me I can't just find the 2 wires and put a switch in the car and turn that shit on? No, it won't interact with it, and you won't have thermostat controls, and it'll just be full heat. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my God, like, unbelievable.
Well, everything has to be complicated, so
yeah,
you got to pay for it.
I don't know, but subscription prices in cars, just one more thing to pay for, just strikes me as like, I think it's the dumbest thing ever.
I like it.
I mean, kudos to them. It's gonna be
awesome. Isn't this what the BMW?
Yeah, and that's what I said. That's what, and everyone else is looking at BMW. And to be honest, BMW is always the first company to try new stuff like this. And hey, if it works, great. They tried to do that with Apple CarPlay. It failed miserably because, like,
why would I have to pay for Apple CarPlay?
The whole idea behind Apple CarPlay was included in the phone, and they looked at it like, oh, let's charge for it. It's like, no. But anyways, let us know what you think in the comments if you're watching this after the fact. Today is Friday, which means, hey, it's the end of the week. Saturday show comes out tomorrow. Can't wait for that. If you want to follow us, make sure you follow us over on Instagram, as well as here and there and everywhere 5 stars at. Next Friday, the show probably isn't going to happen because I'll be in Canada at the CMAs. just rocking it out with my good friend Steve and Phil. Tommy will be there. Doug will be there. Actually, there's a lot of Americans coming to this. So
yeah, Brian is gonna be there.
Brian. Oh, Schmidt will be there. Fred's gonna be there.
Ken is gonna be there.
Andy's gonna be there.
Andy's gonna be there. Who cares? I'm not gonna be
Piper
there.
Piper will be there. Yeah, there'll be a lot of people. I'm really looking forward to it. Ada will not be there.
Oh, never mind.
If you are going to be there, though, I have 3 trainings I'll be doing. So make sure to catch one of them. And if not, just head over to the Auto Mobility booth, which is like the biggest booth there. You can't miss it. And I'll be hanging out there all day. I'll have my own little corner so we can chat it up.
Your own little corner.
Yeah, I will.
They're going to put you right over there.
Dude, I'm right in the middle. I have a couch. I have a TV. I have a table.
Really? You already have everything?
Oh, yeah. I have the layout. It's dude, they're getting a banner made.
That would be good if you print some like paper, like pictures of 5-star, and you just sit down and sign.
Hey, pretend glossies and just hand them out.
Hey man, you want autograph? Yeah, sure.
I'll be in Vancouver for the day in June.
Stay there until the
CMA is in Toronto. I'll be the man in Toronto, not the man from Toronto. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to us. You now have the news. You can go forth and have yourself a great weekend knowing that the world is a better place because you know more than you did 5 minutes ago. That's it. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on Instagram later on. We have an unboxing to do.
Yes,
we have a Morel box that we need to open.
Yes.
See what it is.
Nothing. Let's go 48.
Tommy. Looking forward to seeing you there. Gonna have the Camry and Portel booth with all the GZ plutonium.
Wow.
And Tori. I'll be in the Automob booth.
And Dog.
Can't miss the Automob booth. It's like 130 feet long. I don't know. It's gigantic. 130 feet long. It's 135 feet long. It starts at Rockford and ends at Audison. And there's like 10 things between. It's gigantic. Like, dude, like I said, I have a 10 by 10 booth in the middle of my own. That's bigger than like most booths at Knowledge Fest.
That's just not.
I'll just be chilling, man. What's up, bro? That's what I'm saying. Just come on by. Tommy, come on by. We'll hang out.
Tell you.
I got my own booth. I'll have a 5-star banner up on the wall behind me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That is
cool. Trust me, man. These guys are. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be working my ass off.
Yeah.
Because he's like, all right, I need you to do this. We're gonna do that. I'm thinking about doing this. We're also gonna do that. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're a rock star.
Then Marty is gonna be there?
I think Marty is gonna be there.
Hopefully, man.
Yeah, he can sit. You know what?
Right in the backyard.
See, that's the problem, though. See, I'm just gonna blend in because these are my people, pale white people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I would blend in. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you would probably. They think you were Indian.
I mean, I can be whatever you want me to be.
And I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Care.
I'm just gonna say I can have Marty just sit on the couch and he can be like, "Yeah, I'm Dean A." When I'm out doing something, I'm like, "Hey, Marty, just pretend like you're me." I'll cut him a blue tape 5-star thing he can stick on his shirt.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. No, it's gonna be a good time.
I think so.
If you're gonna be at the CMAs, chop in. Now, don't worry, we're still gonna be doing the Monday show.
Now, when is this?
I leave Thursday, so it'll be next weekend. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a party, and then you're off Saturday, so we won't be a Saturday show.
That will be no.
There won't be a Monday show. So like, we do this Monday, we do this Saturday, this Monday, and then Friday, Saturday, Monday, we won't be doing any shows.
Yeah.
Monday's a travel day for me. So country music awards. Heck yeah.
CMA. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
No, it'll be a 5-star banner because
it's not country, it's Canadian Music Awards. That's what it means.
No, it's
CMA.
No.
Huh?
It'll be a 5-star banner because they're again, I even though Smashworks Productions is a company, I'm going there as.
But you got the jacket.
Oh no, I'll still have my jacket. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll have my hat too. But the brand, it gets confusing. Anyways, guys, we won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
Later
on today on Instagram.
5-star. Yeah.
See ya.
Bye, guys.